It's 10 trivia questions on famous drunks around on drunk people in history. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds, and I'm coming back home to sweet home Chicago. In August 18th, I'll be doing a show in Macomb, Illinois at Western Illinois University, where I graduated from in 2008 with my bachelor's degree in English. And if it is a big fun orientation event for students, one of their first ones with everybody back in person since the pandemic. They've been doing a lot of virtual events, and now this is their first big one for the fall coming up, fall semester 2022. So I'm excited to host trivia and meet a bunch of freshmen and underclassmen and everybody on campus. I have not been back since a comedy show I did there in probably 2009, 2010, something like that. So excited to go back on campus and have some of the amazing food that I remember, check out some of the bars I remember, and all that good stuff. And if you are in the Chicagoland area, I will be in Chicago that whole weekend, depending on how many shows I can book in addition to that show. So that Friday, that Saturday, that Sunday, and that Monday, I am available for shows. If you work at a company somewhere around Chicagoland and you want to do a show, this would be the time to scoop me up at a discounted rate since I'll be making that drive all the way up there. I would love to double up, triple up, quadruple up, and do your work function, do your family picnic, do your graduation party, whatever you got going on this summer, that weekend of August 18th, 19, 20, 21, 22. Hit me up, ryanbuds@gmail.com, and maybe we can make something really cool happen. We could do game shows like Family Feud. We could do bingo with Name That Tune Bingo. We could do all types of trivia, and I'll have an awesome sound system with me because I'm driving, and I have it in my trunk. It's a Bose L1 Tower. And wireless everything. It's a lot of fun and high quality, I promise you. So hit me up or go to triviawithbuds.com and hit contact and let me know what you got going on in the Chicagoland area that weekend in August. Today's episode on drunks, before we get to that, we've got the Geek Out Challenge card. Name 4 films in which an actor plays Elvis Presley. That should be easy. One just came out. For TV shows, name 6 shows about a specific family. For books, name 2 titles in which a cat is the main character. For music, name 4 famous guitarists. And for miscellaneous, name 4 fictional police officers. All right, you're all warmed up and ready to go. And I've got some drunk trivia for you right now. Here we go. It's trivia questions on famous drunks. Question 1, which painter was enamored with absinthe and featured it in many of his paintings? Number 1. Is the answer all of them? Which painter was enamored with absinthe and featured it in many of his paintings? Number 1. Number 2, what Star Trek actor was notorious for sneaking drinks on set? Number 2, what Star Trek actor was notorious for sneaking drinks on set? Number 3, what astronaut claimed depression and alcoholism in his memoir Magnificent Desolation? Number 3, what astronaut claimed depression and alcoholism in his memoir Magnificent Desolation? Number 4, what American writer once said a man does not exist until he's drunk? What American writer once said a man does not exist until he's drunk? Number 5, what Union general drank from a large barrel of whiskey he kept in his tent during the Civil War? What Union general was that? Number 6, what celebrity called their daughter a thoughtless pig and a drunken tirade in 2007? Number 6, what celebrity called their daughter a thoughtless pig and a drunken tirade in 2007? Number 7, what TV star drunkenly ate a burger shirtless in a video uploaded a few years after YouTube came out? What TV star was that? Number 8, what golfer had 5 drugs in his system at the time of his major DUI arrest? What golfer had 5 drugs in his system at the time of his major DUI arrest? Number 9, Norm Peterson is a drunk character that could be found on what sitcom? Norm Peterson, always drunk on what sitcom? Number 10, which Parks and Rec character would request whiskey and a nice steak? Number 10, which Parks and Rec character would request whiskey and a nice steak? And the bonus for 2 points on famous drunks. For 2 points, Peter the Great was considered the blank czar of partying. Fill in the blank. Peter the Great was considered the blank czar of partying. Those are all your questions on famous drunks. We'll be right back with the answers after this. Take a drink. Back in the studio with the answers to famous drunks. And when I say studio, I mean a woman's closet. That is my office in my home. Number 1, which painter was enamored with absinthe and featured it in many of his paintings? Vincent van Gogh was the answer here. Loved it so much, he cut his ear off. Number 2, what Star Trek actor used to sneak drinks on set? Leonard Nimoy, Spock himself. Sneaking them drinks. He used to hide a flask in his ears. Number 3, what astronaut claimed depression and alcoholism in his memoir Magnificent Desolation? That was Buzz Lightyear? No, Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin. Number 4, what American writer once said, a man does not exist until he's drunk? I agree that this is true. Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway, who was an answer on yesterday's quiz on famous books. Go back and listen to it. Number 5, what Union general drank from a large barrel of whiskey he kept in the tent during his Civil War battles? Ulysses S. Grant. Ulysses S. Grant on the $50 bill. Number 6, what celebrity called their daughter a thoughtless pig in a drunken rant in 2007? Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. Number 7, what TV star drunkenly ate a burger shirtless in a video uploaded a few years after YouTube came out? David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff, don't hassle the Hoff. Number 8, what golfer had 5 drugs in his system at the time of his major DUI arrest? It's got to be Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Number 9, Norm Peterson was on Cheers. They would say, Norm, when he came in the bar. Number 10, which Parks and Rec character would request whiskey and a nice steak for dinner? Ron Swanson, played by Nick Offerman. And the bonus for 2 points, Peter the Great was considered the Russian czar of partying. The Russian czar of partying, to fill in that blank. There you go, famous drunks, a fun round from a few years back in my archives. Hope you had a good time playing along, and I hope that you've had some fun drunken nights this summer. Of course, very safely. Your fact of the day is the voice who announced "You've Got Mail" whenever you received an email was Elwood Edwards. He recorded the saying in his living room on a cassette deck in the 90s. There you go. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for planning a party with me in person in Chicagoland, August 18th through the 22nd. I'd love to do it. RyanBuds@gmail.com. And we'll see you next time for more trivia with me. Cheers.